To be a sheep or not to be a sheep? That is the question. So what does that mean? What does it mean to be a sheep? Well, to be a sheep can literally mean to be a sheep, like Willie, our family pet sheep. But to be a sheep can also mean that you always follow the crowd. You're always trying to act like everyone else, and you're not very original. So in this video, we're talking about accents, and is it important to learn a native English accent such as the British accent or the American accent? And for me personally, and many other English teachers agree with me, it's not important. You can do what you want to do. And in fact, if you're always obsessed with learning the British accent or the American accent, for example, you're being a bit of a sheep. You want to be like everyone else. You want to be like all of the native English speakers, but you are original. Be proud of your culture. Be proud of where you come from. If there is an accent there when you speak English, it's not a big problem. In fact, it's something to celebrate. It's something that we all love. But there are many reasons why you might want to learn a native English accent, such as the British accent, American accent, New Zealand, Australia, Indian, whatever accent. There are many reasons, and one of the reasons is it can help you fit in. For example, if you go to America and you have an American accent, you'll probably find it easier to make friends. It could be even easier to find a job, and definitely it can help you feel more confident and comfortable in your surroundings, because if you've got an American accent, you're going to sound like everyone else. You've all got something in common, you're all similar. And when we've got something in common and we feel the same, we often feel more confident. I've moved to countries where I've been a foreigner and I haven't hardly known the language, and it can feel very uncomfortable. You can feel like a bit of an outsider and that you don't really belong. So even if you can have the accent as well, that's something absolutely amazing. Another advantage of having the accent, for example, British accent or an American accent, is that people often assume your English is very, very good if you have that accent, because they assume that you were brought up in America or the UK or in a country where English is spoken as a native language. So they think you are a mother tongue, even though maybe you're not. Maybe you've just picked up the accent at some point. But this is only on first impression. If your English is not that good and you have the accent, they're soon going to realize, okay? But it can help. It can help make a good first impression if you have a British accent or American accent. But as you know, many native English speakers don't speak very good English. They can speak to their friends and family from where they are from, but when they go into the big wide world and they use their kind of local dialects, nobody understands them. So a lot of people who speak English as a second language speak actually much better English than them. And of course, you might want to learn a native English accent because you love the culture, which is absolutely great. Let's celebrate English cultures as well. You might love British films and British series and you want to copy the accent as well. You might want to sound like the Queen or some character you've seen in a Hollywood movie and you want to have the American accent. So that's really cool as well. Maybe you spent some time in America or the UK and you love it so much and you want to have that accent. Or maybe it's just something you've picked up. You know, I know people who have gone to America for 6 months and they come back with an American accent. That's absolutely great as well. But what I want to say is, don't be a sheep. If you don't want to learn the accent, don't feel like you have to. Feel that you can have your accent that you have from your country and speak English clearly and pronunciate well. That's absolutely doable. When I speak foreign languages, for example, when I speak Italian, I don't have an Italian accent. You can tell I'm from another country. It's not a problem. I can speak clearly and people can understand me. It's all about being a good communicator, being able to pass on a message well and having good pronunciation and being able to construct sentences very well. And this comes with practice and watching films, reading lots of books and speaking to lots of different people. So don't get caught up on accents. That means don't think about the accent all the time, that's the most important thing. And people are going to judge your English just on the accent. It's not that important, trust me. So I hope this advice helps you. and I hope that you don't get caught up about getting a British accent or American accent. It's really not that important, guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Hit a like and make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll speak to you guys in the next class.